Let's dive into the world of MongoDB with Python, focusing on advanced queries and aggregation operations. We'll explore how to leverage the power of MongoDB, using Python to perform complex data manipulations. This presentation will cover everything from setting up your environment to executing sophisticated aggregation pipelines. We'll be using MongoDB and Python. To begin, let's set up PyMongo and establish a connection to your MongoDB server. First, you'll need to install the PyMongo library using the command pip install PyMongo. Once installed, import the Mongo client from the PyMongo library. Create a connection to your MongoDB instance using Mongo client, specifying the MongoDB server address, which is usually mongodb//localhost 27017/. Next, access your database and collection. Here are some prerequisites to ensure everything runs smoothly. Make sure your MongoDB server is running. You'll need Python version 3.7 or higher. Ensure that you have the PyMongo library installed, and you should have a basic understanding of MongoDB concepts. Let's explore some fundamental query operations. The find_1 method retrieves the first document that matches your query criteria. For example, you can find the first document where the name is John. The find method returns a cursor, which allows you to iterate through all documents that match your query. For example, you can find all documents where the age is greater than 25. You can also use projection to specify which fields to include or exclude from your results. For instance, you can find all active users but only return their names and email addresses. This is done using find with the name set to 1 and email set to 1. Now let's delve into more complex query operators that provide greater flexibility and precision when querying your data. Logical operators such as $n and $or allow you to combine multiple conditions. For example, you can find all active users who are also at least 18 years old, using $n with age greater than or equal to 18 and status equal to active. Array operators such as $n and $nen enable you to match values within or not within a specified array. For instance, you can find all documents that have either Python or MongoDB in their tags array. Other important operators include $regex for pattern matching using regular expressions, and $exist to check if a field exists in a document. The aggregation pipeline is a powerful framework for processing and transforming data through a sequence of stages. Each stage performs a specific operation on the input documents, passing the results to the next stage. The basic syntax involves defining an array of stages, where each stage is a document specifying the operation to be performed. For example, you can first use a $match stage to filter documents where the age is greater than or equal to 18, and then use a $group stage to group the results by department and count the number of people in each department. The data flows through these sequential stages, with each stage transforming the documents until the final aggregated results are produced. Let's explore the $match and $project stages, which are fundamental components of the aggregation pipeline. The $match stage filters documents based on specified criteria, similar to a find query. For example, you can filter documents where the age is greater than or equal to 25 and the status is active. You can also create complex matching conditions using logical operators like $or. The $project stage shapes the output documents by including or excluding specific fields. For instance, you can include only the name and email fields while excluding the _ID field. Additionally, $project allows you to create computed fields by performing operations on existing fields, such as concatenating the first name and last name fields to create a full name field. The $group and $sort stages are essential for summarizing and ordering data in the aggregation pipeline. The $group stage groups documents based on a specified field, allowing you to perform aggregate calculations. For example, you can group documents by department and calculate the total number of employees, the average salary, and the maximum salary for each department. The $sort stage sorts the documents based on one or more fields. You can sort by multiple fields, specifying the sort order for each field, such as sorting by total employees in descending order, and then by department in ascending order. You can also sort by computed fields, such as sorting by the average salary in descending order. Let's walk through a complex aggregation example to demonstrate how multiple stages can be combined to perform sophisticated data analysis. This example focuses on sales analytics. We start by using a $match stage to filter orders from the year 2024. Next, we use a $group stage to group the orders by product category, calculating the total sales and order count for each category. Finally, we use a $sort stage to order the results by total sales in descending order, showing the categories with the highest sales first. This pipeline combines filtering, grouping, and sorting to provide valuable insights into sales performance by category. MongoDB provides a rich set of advanced aggregation operators that enable powerful data transformations and analysis. The $unwind operator deconstructs an array field into separate documents, making it easier to process array elements. The $lookup operator performs a left outer join with another collection, allowing you to combine data from related collections based on specified fields. The $limit operator restricts the number of documents in the pipeline, useful for pagination or limiting result sets. $add fields adds new fields to documents, and $skip skips a specified number of documents. To ensure optimal performance and efficiency when working with MongoDB and Python, it's important to follow some best practices. Use $match early in the pipeline to reduce the number of documents that need to be processed in subsequent stages. Create appropriate indexes for query fields to speed up data retrieval. Use projection to limit the number of fields returned in the results, reducing network traffic and memory usage. Avoid unnecessary $unwind operations, as they can be resource-intensive. Use allow disk use, true for large datasets to avoid memory limitations. Consider cursor batching for large result sets to improve retrieval speed. Use $limit and $skip for pagination to efficiently retrieve subsets of data. Finally, monitor query performance using explain to identify and address any bottlenecks. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.